Hello and welcome again to my channel, Reclaim with Dr. David. I'm so happy that today we're going to talk about a topic that I believe it's very, very important for you, very, very important for anybody who wants to make a difference, anybody who wants to truly succeed in 2024. We have already consumed about 2 weeks. And as we progress through the year, I just want you, as we are still at the beginning, I want you to think about these two things: character and conviction. These are very, very important aspects that you need to think about as you prepare, as you plan your goals, as you try to navigate through challenges throughout this year. It's very important that you understand character and conviction. I was inspired to make this video from a book that I just finished, written by John C. Maxwell on Be All You Can Be. The book is called Be All You Can Be by John Maxwell. He talked about conviction at one point in the book, conviction and character. And he said, people will not follow you because of your character. They will follow you because of your conviction. Yes, character is good. When we're talking about character, we're talking about what makes you you in terms of your behavior, your principles, your values as a person. And these characteristics that makes you who you are, they need to be singular, meaning they all need to be consistent. Not someone being one thing today and tomorrow being another person. So for it to be called a character, it needs to be consistent with your life. So character truly is important because people will not follow you if they don't see in you a good person. If they cannot see in you a person worthy to be followed by others, they will not follow you. And one of the things that they observe when they see you is character. But John C. Maxwell said in the book, Be All You Can Be, that people will not follow you because of your character, but they will follow you because of your conviction. So conviction is another level when it comes to applying your goals. Right now, you have a set of goals and you really want to achieve them. Right now, you have dreams that you want to fulfill this year, 2024. That's amazing for now. But to be able to fulfill them, you're going to need resources. Resources from your own self. That means your mind, to generate thoughts and ideas that can be implemented into projects, implemented into tasks, implemented into fulfilling your goals. So you're going to need yourself. Secondly, you're going to need others in terms of their help, material help, ideology kind of help, to giving you ideas. So first, for yourself to be engaged fully. Despite that you can be a good person, that's good, but you're gonna need to have conviction. Conviction that whatever that you want to achieve, you in yourself, you are convinced it's worth spending all your energy on. What is conviction? You might be asking yourself. So conviction, as it sounds, is being convinced about something. It's how much you are willing to be committed. Like how positive, how certain are you that this thing that you want to pursue is worth fighting for is worth trying. And conviction, when people see you, they're going to evaluate it. You can have 10% conviction about your aim, your goals. You can have 20%, you can have 50%. But if you really want to succeed, you're going to have to be as high as you can be. You're going to have to be convinced in your heart that whatever you want to put all your energy in is worth doing it. So now, once you do that, as I was saying previously, you're gonna need energy, you're gonna need yourself, you're gonna need others for you to be able to work hard and to pursue your goals and to achieve them. You are gonna need to be convinced. And when you're convinced, your brain will know that, your body will know that. And your brain will start working harder, generating more ideas. You will start feeling more enthusiastic about your goals because of that conviction. You will be willing to work harder, to put in more hours. You will feel yourself that you want to put as much commitment as you can into these goals so that you can achieve them. So the more you convinced you are, the more likely yourself you will be engaged in these goals. So you gotta check: are you convinced? Are you certain? How certain are you? How positive are you about these goals? How much are you willing to put into it? And it's got to be above the average if you want people to follow you. It's got to be higher. Because if your conviction is the same as everybody else, people are going to question why they should follow you. People are going to question why they should put their money in your project. People are going to question why they should contribute physically into what you want to achieve. The more convinced you are, the more they will put the more they will give you their input in whatever they want to do. So it's very, very important that you are convinced about your goals as you start this year. Now, coming up from what people wants to give, I'll give you a story before we continue. I'll give you a story about myself. When I studied medical school, I promised that during this channel I'll give you different aspects and stories of how I got where I am and why I'm going where I want to be. When I studied medical school, there was every reasons that says I will not make it. But I persevered. I kept pressing on. From a very humble background. When I started medical school, I didn't have anybody to help me apart from me. Most people laughed at me when they saw me going to register for medical school. I remember one guy told me, I know your family. Man, what are you trying to do here? You're not going to be able to pay for medical school. This is not going to happen. Like someone literally telling me that. After that, every single person that I told that I'm going to do medical school, they were discouraging me. People who encouraged me, who were on board with me for doing medical school, I could count them on my fingers. But I had a conviction that is what I wanted to do. I poured myself into it. I worked harder. I started working at the same time going to medical school, which is crazy. You cannot go to medical school and work and do a job at the same time, especially at the beginning when you've got so much to review, so much to study, a lot of things. So in the first 6 months or a year of medical school, it was kind of secret because everyone I told would discourage me. But I had conviction Later on, what happened is people started to believe me. People start to invest in me. People start to give. They will say, I've got, I'm going to pay for your school fees for a whole year. Or they will volunteer in different ways. But that didn't happen until third year. When I was going into the fourth year, that's when I started to see signs of people trying to come in to help. But I was exhausted, man. I was so exhausted. But I didn't quit because I was convinced this is what I wanted to do. So your conviction is very important. If you are convinced about your goals this year, you will see people coming and you see people wanting, volunteering without you asking. And they ask you, how can I help? Because of your conviction.